I'm down to just keep going until we finish season 1, because we're so close to finishing season 1.
It would be impractical not to finish season 1.
Why would I leave?
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's been 8 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get into STOHESS, which is figuring out who the female Titan is and like dealing with that shit.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it.
That's the final like loose end of this season, really.
Yeah. And then we're also gonna get a little bit more political
yes, politics.
Because they basically failed their mission, and they did say before they left that Zachary, the premier, they were gonna decide what to do with Eren after the mission.
Right. Yes. I forgot about that. Okay, so season finale predictions.
Oh, 3 episodes to go.
Season finale predictions. Female Titans Annie. Eren. It's gonna be a cliffhanger, but they're gonna decide before the cliffhanger that he needs to die. I think Walrose is gonna fall.
These are big predictions.
These are my big predictions. I think these are things that are gonna happen, and I think it's gonna piss off everybody, and that's why they're gonna say you have to fucking die. And then season 2, but wait, there's more.
Fair predictions.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any predictions. I don't know what happens. I have to remind myself with how season 2 starts. Because now I gotta like double check.
You're like, wait, is she right? Who knows? We'll find out.
Some of it I have questions.
Editing Hayley here. Because of things like copyright, you're not going to see much of the episodes. These videos are mostly just me and Oliver talking some nonsense. Also, the audios for these episodes has been corrupted, so apologies in advance for terrible, terrible camera audio. Apparently my dog has some feelings about this.
That's good, Eddie! I expect the best from my daughter. Move! Who told you it was time to rest? Who told you it was...
Sweet baby, you've been through so much. Tell me that's not the female Titan's hair, huh? Look me in the eye. Tell me.
The Titan Kid and those big shot handlers of his have been summoned to the capital. I say let him pass through and seal the gate shut behind him.
To even suggest sealing the gate. The hands of heretics must never taint the sanctity of our walls.
Okay.
To even think of defiling the three goddesses, we tempt the specter of them.
These lunatics all worship the walls as if they're...
I'm also intrigued by the wardrobes. Like, this looks all very...
This is STOHESS.
What are you saying? Say it again.
This is STOHESS.
Wrong.
I think the STOHESS is a town on Walsina.
You've been pretty lax in your duties recently.
Knock it off, you guys. She fought in the Battle of Trost before coming here. She's just been through hell. Probably takes time to readjust.
Ah, so you have a crush on the new girl, huh?
I don't know, Hitch. Maybe it's that she got into the MPs based on skill, unlike some I could mention.
Oh?
Great. Thanks, guys. I called you all here because I've got actual work for you today. It's got something to do with the scouts being summoned to the capital. HQ has already provided a security...
She's so little.
It's clear.
Sir, a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
What exactly are we supposed to be protecting this convoy from, sir? It's just that I've never heard of anyone defying the government.
What rebellion? There is no war in Boxing Say.
There is no war in Walsina.
I mean, what possible motive would they have?
Man, aren't you serious? You can be in charge of this. Everything you need to know is right.
Now you have to do work. I'm gonna go take a nap. Peace.
Hey, sorry about that. Back to business. Who's starting?
Military police are corrupt.
Oh, I love it when the flaws in a system are clearly exposed. How lovely.
They're all irresponsible, self-absorbed imbeciles. All of them. So what's that make you, Marlowe? You chose to join the military police. You're a slacker just like the rest of us.
The thing is, like, they're supposed to be the elites. The whole point is that they're the best of the best.
I feel like watching this is just sort of like, yeah, remember how the police are a fucking nightmare?
I joined up because the military police is in dire need of repair. Just how do you plan to fix it? By working my way to the top, of course.
I think if a do-gooder like you was actually put in charge of this regiment, you'd quickly find yourself working alone.
Really? That's the first thing you open your mouth to say?
So you can talk.
Also, Marlowe, what are you in?
You're not the first person I've met who thought they could take on the world and change things for the better. It takes a lot of courage to go against the flow. I respect that. Of course, it could be that you're all just a bunch of fools. What's going on? That's our gear.
shipping it to the interior?
Isn't it a bit strange having the Merchants Guild conduct the transport? Are those bastards legally
Corruption
selling government
is
property?
corrupt.
You can't sell government equipment. It's against the law.
Can you believe this business? A rookie blackmailing his superior officers. I'm thinking you've got a bright future ahead of you, kid. Go spend it on a girl, all right? She'll help you unwind.
Oh my god.
Yeah, super fucking corrupt.
What you did was against the law. Hey, wait.
You are in so many goddamn things. What the fuck?
He famous.
Marlo, what the fuck? Like One Punch Man, Boruto, Kengan Ashuro. He's in Fairy Tail. He plays the main character in Fairy Tail.
Are you having a crisis?
He's in so many
What's
things.
happening over there?
That's so many things.
So sorry about that, fellas. I hope our idiot hasn't caused you too much trouble. We'll be sure to drive the lesson home. Don't you worry. Go ahead. I'm not entirely opposed to helping you out with that.
Just shoot him. Just shoot him in the back.
Oh, he's in Sword Art Online. That's what I know him from.
Those weren't words I know. That doesn't mean anything to me, but sure.
Those people you know, the other fools you mentioned, would they have done it?
They might have.
I can't even explain how weirdly satisfying it is to have her both shame him for his bravery and then also shame him for his cowardice in basically the same breath.
Like the same sentence.
And like there's just something about that. I'm like, you are a certain kind of elite, even if she's a bad guy.
Oh, he's in Korra.
Who is he in Korra?
He's Batard Jr. Okay, that's where I knew him from. He was in many
I love you're
things.
listing all the things and then you're like, Korra. It's Korra.
It's Korra. He's Batard Jr.
It's that Atla universe, baby.
Hell fucking yeah.
Annie! Hello. So, you're a full-fledged MP now.
He's like, we need to chat, cause I know, cause he's like me, he knows, he's on the up and up.
What's this about?
Annie, we have a plan for Aaron to escape and we're hoping that you'll help us.
Okay, maybe he's not on the up and up.
View this as a few loyal scouts staging a small act of protest. It's a stall tactic.
Sorry, Armin. I'm gonna have to decline.
Hold on. Annie, please! They're going to kill Aaron! I'm sorry. The last thing we want is to cause you grief. But, well, the only way to sneak him through the wall seen at checkpoints is with the help of someone in the military police.
Do I really look like that good of a person to you?
A good person? The way I see it, good is merely a word applied to people who are convenient to our needs in some way. It's purely subjective. Regardless, if you still choose to say no to this request, then at least in my eyes, that makes you a bad person.
All right. Let's go.
Why the ring? What the ring? Who, what, when, where, why ring?
We made it. Can't believe it was so easy. Hopefully they haven't noticed my stand-in yet either.
Oh, Levi?
It's Jean.
Oh, it's Sean. Oh, poor Jean. Poor stupid, stupid baby.
We'll pass through here. It's what remains of an underground city they were planning to build way back when.
What's the matter? You're not afraid of dark, cramped spaces or anything, are you?
So what if I am? I wouldn't expect a suicidal maniac like you to understand. You don't know what it is to be an ordinary girl, crippled with fear. I'm too afraid. Above ground, I'll help. Otherwise, the deal's off.
Quit being stubborn, damn it! Just get the hell down here! Move! We're running out of time,
Stop
all right?
shouting! Someone will hear you! I'm sure it's fine, Mikasa. It seems that for whatever reason, this place has been completely deserted. The way you're looking at me now, if I didn't know better, I'd say you didn't trust me. Hey, Armin.
Annie, tell me, what were you doing with Marco's ODM gear?
I found it. Found it and took it.
Then, the two Titans we had in custody, it was you that killed them!
No one knows. Why did you wait this long to say anything?
Because even now it's difficult. But then, out in the field, the fact that you didn't kill me then and there, that's the moment that set us on the path to our current situation.
It was Annie all along.
You can prove to us that we're mistaken by walking down down these stairs! We're wrong to accuse you!
We both know I can't. Like I told you, I don't have the constitution.
The wording there is actually very important. For reference, the text said that she's a failed warrior.
Do you understand
That
me,
wording is
Titan?
important later. It's the first time we've seen emotion on Annie's face.
Genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
Girl broken. Why are all the girls broken?
You know, Armin, it's nice that I could be a good person for you. I'm going to gamble too, and here's my wager.
Lance can move.
So many people. Uh-oh. I knew the ring! I knew the ring was a thing!
Too late.
Also, this is inside the inner ring.
Yeah, this is like,
Stohess.
this is a big fucking deal.
Yeah, and so to have a Titan show up in Stohess is like,
Especially out of literally nowhere.
literally, yeah, because they've never even fucking seen a Titan, ever.
Yeah. Sorry that the camera angle has changed, / Oliver has changed. He's tired, and I knocked over the camera, because I'm bad at things in general. Anyway, keep going.
Irvin's never late. They should be here.
You're, sure in a talkative mood today.
So what if I am? Doesn't mean I was talking to you.
It's my fault, sir.
Look, no one expects you to be clairvoyant.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We believe we've uncovered the female Titan's true identity. We'll be passing through Stohess district en route to the capital. That's when we'll strike. Unless we wish to concede defeat, we must flush out the enemy now.
So we know she'll be in Stohess? There's no chance she'll bolt before we get there?
No, she won't risk going AWOL. She's an NP, likely responsible for the deaths of Hanji's test subjects, and a fellow trainee in the 104th Cadet Corps.
Dramatic zoom in.
Followed by big boom.
Her name is Annie Leonhardt.
Well, it's not Armin? Whoa.
Big shock. Everyone here is so fundamentally surprised.
Whoa. That ring thing is genius, though.
Yeah, as soon as she flicked it out, I was like, you're fucked.
The question now is, what do we do next? First, we rendezvous with Squad 3. Then get the hell above ground. Squad 3!
Hey, what happened? Is Plan A a no-go?
Don't stand directly in the light. That means she can reach you. Stupid.
We're dealing with someone who's been backed into a corner. She's desperate. That makes her all the more dangerous.
And she's not there.
I know what I have to do. I'll change. I'll shield you guys just like that time with the cannon fire.
Sounds painful.
We don't have time for this. Just work, damn it!
Is there something to do with metal? Because there's like a lot of metal features.
No, it's a mentality thing. It's two things. Doubts about fighting Annie and not wanting to accidentally hurt Armin Armin and Mikasa.
Cockerdoodle.
Ow.
Also, there's so many nerves in your hand. That would hurt so bad.
Are you sure you're not having second thoughts? Doubts about Annie?
Her eye. Why is it animated so nightmare fuely?
She has black eyes. They're also terrifying.
You think it's Annie? Where's your evidence?
Obviously, the female Titan knew what you looked like before she attacked. Plus, she reacted to my use of your suicidal maniac nickname. But the biggest reason I suspect her is that I have strong reason to believe she's the one who killed Sonny and Bean.
There was that whole equipment inspection. Annie's totally checked out.
Except the gear she presented, well, it was Marco's. I know what I saw, and the
Okay,
fact
we
is...
get it. Do you have anything else on her? Any sort of concrete evidence?
Nothing, sir.
Levi's like, God, shut the fuck up. Let's just do this.
Do you even hear yourselves? You're talking about Annie.
Aaron, don't stand there and tell me this conversation isn't ringing any bells. You fought hand to hand against the female Titan. Was there anything about her techniques that seemed familiar?
It's the leg, baby.
Yep. It's all about the kicking moves.
Fucking knew it. I called this shit so long ago. Is that fucking Annie? It looks like fucking Annie. That's why you should have studied hand. Do you know how they're gonna tell us that it's Annie? She's gonna use the move. She's gonna use the trick. And we're gonna go, oh shit, it's Annie. I know how TV works. I'm so smart. I am the smartest person in the room.
Good job, Hayley.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's Annie. You know it is. You know you have to fight.
Mikasa's asking us the hype man.
Like, you gotta get big. You gotta get mad.
You can fuck her up.
You gotta
ready?
go.
Let's do it.
Mikasa will head for that opening. At the same time, I'll make a run for the exit. I'm sure Annie will go for one of us. When she does, run in the opposite direction for all you're worth. Mikasa, you ready?
Yeah, good luck.
I'm not worth it! You hear me? You don't have to go!
They're both so
idea.
down. They're just like, let's go on an adventure. And he's just like, wait a second.
She didn't go either way.
She was like, I'm just going in the middle.
Yo. Just a casual front foot for style.
Just NBD.
Yeah. Probably she heals so goddamn fast.
I know.
We have to contain her! Whatever it takes!
Yeah, fingers are already healed.
Yeah.
Deploy all troops immediately. We should assume that a Titan has already appeared.
Are you out of your mind?
There's no way
This is Walsina. We don't have fucking Titans here, bitch.
Who told you to move, Jaeger? Call me Jaeger again and it's your ass, you got that?
Like the brass balls, but try not to swing so hard.
What an excellent line.
All the MPs are like,
MPs are like, what's happening?
what the fuck?
Meanwhile, all the scouts are just sort of like, hey man, you got some balls of steel. Fucking don't be a dick about it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're rendezvousing with the capture squad.
No! The hell you will! I am well within my rights to shoot you where you stand!
Think, Niall. I find it hard to believe you're actually as thick-headed as you look.
Levi just has no fucking patience for anyone. He's like, guys, I'm tired. I've lived a long life. Leave me the fuck alone.
Useless MP bastards. Can't believe
Yeah, all the MPs are just like standing around. doing
Yeah, because they don't know what the fuck to do because their
never
whole
fucking-
purpose was to stay the fuck away from it forever.
Yep.
That's all they wanted.
They've never even seen a fucking Titan. Look at that teamwork.
Trust each other. Ooh.
Oh.
That was a rough.
what the hell's going on? Help me! He's stuck in here! He couldn't transform! I think there's something holding him back from being able to take on Annie. That's it! Enough of your bullshit, Aaron! Did I or did I?
John is just like, I'm done. I'm done with you. I've been done with you since day fucking one.
Yep.
We're out there putting our lives on the line, and this is all we can expect from our last best hope? Is this what Marco...
Cool. Is this what Marco is for? Oh shit.
Oh, flying boulders.
It's like stabbed through the chest too.
Been impaled.
I said something to Sean recently. To rise above monsters, we have to abandon our humanity.
You have to match your heartlessness to win!
Jesus.
The fucking cable spin, man.
Yeah, they're like.
She's literally just like twirl and twirl. It's like a yo-yo.
Commander, you've got that look in your eye again.
She's having a fun time.
This looks familiar.
I wonder if it'll work this time.
Nice! And here I was
Hate me like one of your French girls.
Right. So,
So fucking
I
casual.
love it.
no, I'm going to read you like bullet trails. Every part of you has its own precious story.
This is horrifying.
It's like Jaws. The fucking the barrels.
That's why my comrades died. Because I could not control.
That should be enough, right?
I swore to kill them all! Every last one! Right or wrong, it doesn't matter anymore. Just kill. Consequences be damned.
Animation is so good.
It's so good.
What now?
This is kind of shitty, I think, if this is the scene that I think it is.
Does he rip her boobs off?
No, but that would be fucking hilarious. I knew that the episode was about to end that because the start of the next episode is very like,
Aggro.
we'll see.
sisters, let us.
Oh my god, does he bust the fucking church?
That building looks familiar.
Stand firm. Verily, innocence and obedience are all he asks.
With her butt!
Yeah.
Stay away.
She literally killed all of your people, and you're worried about the wall?
He's Pastor Nick. He's relevant later.
Your priorities are bad, Pastor Nick.
Well, I dare say it looks like our boy's in control of himself this time.
He wouldn't have transformed unless he knew for sure he could take her this time. He's got this, okay?
I don't doubt that, but determination alone isn't enough to win a fight. It'll take more than that to beat Annie. A lot more.
Yeah, Annie is probably the best at physical fighting.
Yeah.
So
That was like her whole shtick.
Yeah, it was her whole shtick.
And everyone around was like, physical fighting is useless. It's irrelevant. We don't need to know it. And meanwhile, she's there being like, this is literally my domain.
This is literally what I grew up with. Yeah, the MPs never have to do anything with ODM.
Yeah, because they're fucking useless. So I don't understand why he's an elf. Annie deserves to be an elf.
Annie, always so cynical. Like every little thing around you was pointless. Every now and then, though, I could see through the act. It was obvious you were a liar. Fighting's your whole world. But what exactly are you fighting for? What could possibly have been worth all this death and destruction?
Just fucking beat her.
We've got two of them hashing it out in the streets? Yes, sir. The city's collapsing like a house of cards.
Ervin, your arrogance has brought hell right to our door!
I know.
You knew what this would do to us, you son of a bitch! You knew and our lives be damned! Why? Damn you, why?
For humanity.
Oh.
For victory.
You're nothing but a traitor! I ought to kill you right here and now!
My post is yours. The female Titan must not escape. Deployment is through Pier, and Byra is in command of provisions. Work with them closely. Do whatever is required to ensure she
Shut
doesn't...
up! Everyone, lower your rifles! Place this man under arrest, sir!
I mean, that's the correct decision.
Yeah.
Levi, for now, stay here. A pointless death wouldn't suit you.
No, I doubt it.
Lilith, we don't want you to die just randomly, so stay safe. Okay.
I mean, I feel like they could help him.
Yeah.
Like, they could, like, cut her legs or, like...
Yeah, give her like a distraction. Oh, she's lost a whole shin.
I believe in you. I'm always on your side.
What did you do to her?
Every last one.
Boy's on a rampage. Oh! What in the power-up is this mania?
It only has one leg.
Yeah. We were just like, fuck you, I'm just gonna pin you to the ground. What are you gonna do about it? I know Annie's a bad guy, but please don't kill her.
She's headed up the wall!
She's trying to escape!
Her whole face is broken. She's just like slack-jawed.
Sacrifice a leg.
Yeah, fucking gladly.
We can't let her get away!
Funny joke.
It's over, Annie.
Bye, motherfucker. You pissed off the wrong bitch.
I'm so sorry. I don't expect you to forgive me. But please, please just stand your ground, even if the whole world stands against you. They'll despise you. They won't understand. But I will.
Give me that backstory.
Oh no! He's gonna devour her whole...
Aaron, back off!
Don't do it!
This is freedom. Promise me you'll return. That's all I ask.
She weep in her sleep.
What's he doing?
close.
Yeah, she got real close. Because if she escapes, you're fucked.
She's in a chrysalid.
Damn it! Annie! Wake up! Come on, face the music! You owe us! Don't be a coward!
That's enough. It's over.
That's like you're being dumbass. You're wasting limited supplies to be a dumbass.
What have we done? If we can't get any answers out of her, then what was the point of all this?
Well, it was a valiant effort. Can't win them all, though, right? At the very least, the scout regiment's been exonerated.
Let's hope the brass agrees.
MPs are like, nah,
And
none
people
of
are like,
you are
you're
getting the
not
fuck out
going
of here.
fucking anywhere.
If the target's identity was beyond all doubt, why would you neglect to request aid from the military police?
We had reason to believe she was operating in conjunction with other insiders.
Yes, and the price of your discretion.
Why the fuck is the church there?
If the female Titan were left to roam free, the wall was subject to breach.
What I need is proof that your tactics yielded some manner of benefit. Are you saying it was all for nothing?
You feel okay?
So is Annie still stuck in that thing? Yeah. You'd think after all we sacrificed to get her back, fate would cut us a little slack.
Why'd you let her go, Aaron? You gave her an out.
I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. When I saw her face, I just...
It wouldn't have really mattered. Like, even if you ripped her out, she just would have froze herself.
See you later, I guess.
Don't worry, I'm better now.
Platonic.
Super platonic.
I mean, honestly, that's a platonic handhold.
That is true.
Because the finger weave is much more intimate, whereas the hand clasp is much more platonic.
This whole fighting fire with fire business or whatever, is that really the only option we've got?
Not necessarily, just the only one that's presented itself. And now we know Aaron can do it.
Yeah, but like, imagine Aaron versus like the Colossal Titans.
Not great odds.
Not great odds.
Oh, a fezza. A bird.
That's how the season started.
Is that a goose? That looks
maybe.
like a Canadian goose. Bread!
3 stripes.
No, put it in your mouth.
And cry.
Cry.
Also, if you think about the size of these walls, your sunrise and sunset would be significantly later.
Yeah, your days would be so short.
I believe this latest tragedy has moved us forward by leaps and bounds, sir. Now we're not only aware of the enemy in our midst, we've managed to capture one of them. Make no mistake, there are more out there, and we will hunt down every last one. The initiative is ours. Starting now, we launch an attack on the Titans within our walls.
The Scout Regiment's recall to the capital and Aaron's incarceration were rescinded. Instead, they were charged with guarding Annie Leonhardt in her holding cell deep underground. Sadly, however, it would take a far longer time and cost a great many more lives for humanity to discover the true nature of what it held captive.
Casual clothes Sasha.
What?
Sasha without her like military uniform.
Oh, casual clothes Sasha. I was like, the only word I recognized there was Sasha.
So actually, there is a scene, I believe, after these credits that is canonically relevant.
Canonically relevant.
Yes.
Are you saying there's a mid-credit scene?
I believe it's a end credit scene, but
Fucking Marvel. Fucking ruined everything.
yeah,
Is it?
I believe so.
Watch it just fade to black.
I would be so mad. Because the season 2 opens with this.
Oh no. That was a face.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a face.
So, question.
Okay.
Because Commander Irwin,
Yes.
like his last line of the season is, we have to attack the Titans
Yes.
within our walls.
Yes.
And then we see a Titan literally inside the wall.
Coincidence? I think not!
Well, obviously it's important.
Obviously
no
it
shit.
matters.
Yes. I'll give you some guiding notes here. Who worships the walls?
No!
Who has a lot of sway and knows a lot of
No! I don't want the church to be in charge.
shit? Guess who knew there's shit in the walls? It's the church. This kind of leads into the, like, okay, well, what does the church know? What else have they been hiding from us? kind of shit. And then we get into a lot of like the backstory of Titans and the history of the Titan shifters.
Okay.
Because that's a whole other conversation that we'll have later about like who are the Titan shifters, where do they come from, what do they do, blah blah blah. So going into the next season, there's going to be a lot of different stuff. Erwin obviously is still involved. The main characters are all obviously still involved. But yeah, they don't have to deal with the female Titan anymore.
She's currently in an ice block.
In a cellar.
In a cellar. Under
Maybe
chains.
with some wine with the scent guy.
He's just sitting there, just like.
No, who was the guy that really liked wine? That was like, you're the commander, you like wine.
It was the guy in
Trost.
Trost. Was that guy?
Yeah.
Did he survive that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, military police.
Yeah.
Thoughts, opinions. They don't leave.
Fuck the police first and foremost.
They're corrupt as fuck.
Because they're corrupt as fuck. Yeah. And like useless as fuck.
Mm-hmm. They have all trained on ODM gear. Like to get through.
Yeah, but then they get there and they never fucking use it.
Man, even if I was military police, I'd be like, hold up, I'm gonna just go for
I do it for fun.
That looks like
I'd
a
be
lot
like,
of fun.
I'm bored.
I mean, I get it. They're never gonna have to deal with a Titan, not never, but like, it would be very unlikely if they ever had to deal with a Titan at Walsina.
Which is a thing I really hate. And like, yes, this was laid out by Annie like really early in the season, where it was just sort of like, we're all trying to get top rank, so we don't have to fucking do this.
Yeah, so it's a cushy job for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, to even get to the elite, I feel like you need to care to a certain degree.
Yeah, you need to do well. You need to excel. The one thing I'm surprised that they don't show, and it's never mentioned, is like, obviously the military is an option. There's no conscription in this world. Right? You don't have to go join the military. The one thing that I'm surprised that you never see are the merchants' children basically trying to pay their way through.
Okay.
You never see that.
But they did sort of allude to that with the other chick in the military police. Because he literally says, like, at least she got here on skill, he didn't pay her way through. Somebody says that, like, to her.
I don't know, Hitch. Maybe it's that she got into the MPs based on skill, unlike some I could mention.
Oh?
So I mean, like, yes, like, I totally agree. Like, I feel like in real life, you would see a lot of...
You see a lot more of that.
You'd see a lot more of that, / you would just see, like, there just wouldn't be anyone who comes from money in the military.
No. And I think that's what it's kind of ended up being, because, like, the military is such a prominent part of these people's lives.
Yeah.
They freaking worship when the scouts seem to come back. Not worship, it's a spectacle when you see the scouts coming through. The military is in such high regard, but you don't see rich or influential people in positions of power in the military.
Well, because the military is not in high regard. That's the thing. The whole concept isn't the military is the elite. It's that the military make the sacrifices. Instead of it being like, oh my god, we want to be you, it's this thing of being like, thank fucking god,
we don't have to
be you. And like, you see that all over the fucking place.
That is true, yeah. It's like we pay what are we paying our tax dollars for? They say it constantly.
Yeah.
Nothing like seeing our hard-earned taxes go toward keeping those bastards fat and happy, right?
Even in modern military, you will have powerful people in positions of power in the military simply because of their prior position.
Yeah, and I mean, like, nepotism exists in the military.
Exactly, yeah.
The same way everything else, nepotism exists in everything else. But, like, none of those people are the cannon fodder people. All of those people would be the military police. The military-industrial complex is a big topic.
There's a lot to break down, and it gets more complicated in season 2.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Because the political intrigue and like, the complexity of the different sections.
I do really like the way, like, the social systems and the politics and the religion are all central enough.
No, if you chose to ignore the political aspect, you can still enjoy the show.
Yeah, exactly. If you were bored by politics, which, like, fix yourself, then you would still enjoy this. But it is really interesting, and I am intrigued to see how the church comes into play, because that's a cult. I have a question.
Shoot.
What the fuck did he do to Annie? What did her dad do to her? Was it just inject her with the fancy Titan serum? Or is he a bad man?
No. And I want to say this very lightly because this gets into a lot of the stuff actually into season 4.
Oh no.
Her dad is very proud of her. The scenes that you see here make it come off as like he's an asshole.
Sure.
And he's like sending her away. But it's more like she was chosen.
Okay.
And he's proud of her.
Okay. Does Annie have any autonomy at this point? Based on what we've seen, I want to say no.
Her, again, I'm trying to say this as broadly as possible so that I give you the answer, but to not give away too much.
Just so everyone knows, he hates this
I
as
hate
much
this.
as I do.
want to say so much.
Usually I find out everything within the first like 2 episodes because boy can't keep his mouth shut.
Yeah. Annie was selected for a mission, and her father's very proud of her for being selected. From the original mission, she has not deviated. Her actions, through what we've seen, are in alignment with what her mission was.
So she's like true to form.
She wants to finish the mission quickly and get back to her
she
family.
Can go home.
Yeah, she wants to get back to her dad.
Oh, Annie, you deserve better. I mean, maybe you don't, because you sort of trampled the city.
It's gonna get, so as much as you probably read about Attack on Titan, season 4 really fucks with you. There is a significant gear shift going into season 4 where it makes you question a lot of the significant characters.
That's my favorite thing! I'm so excited.
Yeah, where it's like,
ready.
What the fuck is going on? Why did they make this decision? You are gonna love season 4. I will tell you right now.
I'm ready.
It's just leading up to that. Interesting fact that I would have to double check, but I remember hearing from one of my friends.
Was it Instagram?
No. Was a real friend. That she was saying that the author took 5 to 7 years to write out the whole story before it went to illustration and publication.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that are kind of hidden in season 1 and then going into season 2 that get addressed later on.
Yeah. I feel like this show probably has a lot of really good like rewatchability.
Yeah. Okay. You internet.
I am indeed on the internet.
Are you aware of the term simp?
I am very aware of the term
Who
simp.
do you simp for?
Honestly, it's just the women.
Yeah.
Every lady that's shown up, I've sort of been like,
you're gonna like Ymir.
you're a good lady. Look, Sasha exists, and that.
I feel like I would be good friends with Sasha.
I know she's a baddie. Love Annie. I think Annie is cool as shit.
I mean, you saw her break though.
That laugh, nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
That will haunt me.
Yeah.
Oh, cause there's nothing more upsetting than seeing someone who is, for all intents and purposes, emotionless.
Yeah.
Be exuberantly emotional.
She is also like very smart.
Oh,
like
yeah.
situationally aware.
I actually think, and this, you feel free to fight me on this, I would argue that Armin and Annie are like foils.
Very similar.
Yeah.
They both excel in very different things.
Yeah. I feel like if presented with the same problem, they would come up with
very different solutions.
Well, they would come up with the same answer, but the math they show, when they show their work, it's different.
Annie shows the answer. And
Yeah.
Armin is like, here's the process.
Annie's that bitch that's like, this may not be the method you taught me, but I got the right answer right. And Armin's like, this is the longest way to do this, but it's what you taught in class, so here it is.
Yeah. Predictions for season 2.
We've alluded to the church doing weird, shady shit.
Correct.
So I'm predicting that. I would say by the end of season 2, they make it to the cellar. I just mean like they'll actually get there and discover the thing, and that'll be the season 2 cliffhanger. You know, they spend the most of season 2 like planning and doing more, not trial runs per se, but more things like this where they're sort of like, can we even get there? Can we make it? Setting up outposts, stuff like that. I think they're probably gonna do that. But I think the end of the season will be them actually getting there rather than them being like, okay, it's time. We're making our way to...
Oh, so you think it's going to be them arriving at the cellar rather than they're like, all right, so we finished all the shit in season 2. Now we're heading towards the cellar.
Yeah, like I think getting to the cellar is going to be the primary, like, overarching plot of season 2. And then on their adventures is when everything else will happen. And so the end of season 2 will then be like unlocking the door.
Any death predictions?
Oh, everybody's dead. Okay, I think this is like a very weird, loose one, but I think it's important.
I think they're gonna confirm that all the dads are dead. I think Sean's gonna die. I think...
You think Erwin's gonna die?
Erwin's gonna die.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna suck. Because I bet you Erwin's gonna die via self-sacrifice.
Okay.
In a really fucking plot important and emotionally devastating way. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, you didn't have to do that, but then you're also like, oh, but you fucking did. That's what I think's gonna happen. This isn't a death prediction, but I think Annie's coming back by the end of season 2.
Not super plot important, but I will tell you that even when she's in the fucking ice cube, she can still hear what's going on. Whether that factors into your decisions and whatnot. But.
Oh yeah, she's coming back in season 2. I think everyone other than Molly or whatever the giggly one's name is of the MPs is dead. They're all gonna die really brutally because this is my prediction. They're gonna fucking come around and be like, we fought a Titan, we saw it, we wanna help, we wanna step it up, blah blah blah. And the scouts are gonna be like, sure.
You dealt with one, and it wasn't even focused on you.
They'll be like, okay. And then they're gonna fucking show up and step out of line and get fucking sideswiped and just curb stomped into a tree, basically. That's what I think's gonna happen. R.I.P. Petra. I think Petra's coming back in season 2.
It's funny that we focus on her so much because so many people also focus on her.
Because they focus on
the
her.
show does focus on her a lot.
No, okay, I need to talk about Petra some more. I think the reason everyone focuses on Petra is because you meet her within 5 minutes of meeting her. She sort of steps forward as this character who's like, look, things are shit, but like, we're a team. We got you.
Trust.
Yeah, but it's like even before the whole like they said the word trust too many times and therefore the world broke moment.
Yeah.
She even said to him, she was like, we're a team. We've been through hell and back. Even though Levi picked us specifically for this mission, all of us have specific skills and we all care about each other and trust each other and like
it's bigger than us.
Yeah, and she like very quickly identifies herself as this like kind, compassionate, confident person who like knows the reality of the situation but is still
I also think
soft.
She like sympathizes with Aaron a lot.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of those interactions between her and Aaron that are just casual.
Yeah.
Rather than in a commander or college
she definitely
sense.
She definitely is the person who like takes him under her wing.
Also like the most brutal death.
The most brutal death, but then also just the most consistent reminders of death. It's like you see Petra's death. B, pick a lane, girl. Sorry. A, you see Petra's death. B, you see her like smooshed against the tree via Levi's perspective. You see her under the tarp because you like see the bite mark that we know is her because they singled it out during the chase scene. You also see...
They also isolated her father as a later...
Well, you also see her get chucked out of the fucking bus. She gets chucked off the wagon.
Yeah.
And they slow it down.
Yeah. And it's kind of like showing that she was useful as well, because that's the point where they start to see themselves in the Titan.
But it's like, it just brings it back. And then her dad shows up and he literally is like, well, she's too young to get married. And you're like, oh no, we're talking about a future that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, she can. No, hers is probably like the second or third one that hit me the hardest.
Yeah. I don't think anyone out of the 3 is gonna die in season 2.
Which 3?
Aaron, Armin, and Mikasa.
Okay.
Somebody, if not all of them, are going to die. I just don't think it's a season 2 thing. I feel like it's a season 3 thing.
All right, that was season 1.
That was season 1.
Well, thank you for watching this episode. Please enjoy the next episode here.
Okay.
And also, Krista's really important, and we're gonna get to that later.
I think you've given that one away because the first time somebody said you're a goddess, you went, haha, ironic. Like a fucking idiot.
I mean, she's not literally a goddess. Let me get that clear.
Idiot.
She's not. She's not.
I don't believe you.
She's not.
Anyway.
She's not. She is important, but
It doesn't matter.
she does not have any like fucking mystical powers or shit.
I bet they, like, modeled one of the wall ladies after her. Or, like, her mother or some shit. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Not her mother.
Shut the fuck up.